Then Mr. Flavor interview and Flavor talk about how he produced this little hungry belly boy. Flavor never give me $1. We never sign up paperwork. We can talk to them time enough to deliver the yard too.
Yeah.
So we have so much proof for sure say I'm my song. I not bad up nobody. For sure nobody say I'm my song.
Yeah.
Havenmead know, Westmead know, Westport know, Bridgeport know, the whole Portmore know.
Alright, welcome to another episode of Inside the Music. I'm your host GZB, and you know some always have the podcast, the exclusive guests them. Today we're at Frankie's studio. Now I mean in Kingston, you know, so you can go book your studio time. Now I mean all the production going right there, so from Alliance Road. Yeah. Today we're there with a special guest, goes by the name of Kenneth Wilson, aka SPRAGA. Not SPRAGA Benz, just SPRAGA. SPRAGA, where you going with?
That is it.
You're there.
Yeah man.
Been a while, been a tall while.
You good while man, for real.
Yeah, you're there though.
You live in colors.
You live in Clovis. Alright, who don't know who is SPRAGA? And SPRAGA is a producer from the early 2000s. You know what I mean? And SPRAGA is the producer of Serious Times with GYPTIAN. So on the media we hear a lot about who boss GYPTIAN from what year. And the producer we actually produced the song Serious Time that got GYPTIAN the exposure and boss GYPTIAN. Nobody never talked to you before, so you're there now. We are going to win and tell me how that procedure did go. How did it go?
Alright, basically GYPTIAN from Westmead.
Yeah.
That's the first place he come. And he got introduced to Mr. Wang, run by Wang Studio.
Yeah.
And that's where I actually met him. When I met him, his name Windell.
Yeah.
He never the name GYPTIAN yet, because the name was coming to place until after we actually recorded the Anchor Studio before we put out the song. That's when we get the name GYPTIAN.
Wait, alright. Yeah. No, we're not going so fast. The rhythm, the toof, 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 toof. Who made the rhythm? How you get the rhythm?
The rhythm was built in Portmore. It was actually a church rhythm.
Yeah.
I heard the rhythm run by Mr. Wang's studio by Harmony. Harmony was playing the rhythm. So Harmony who did the rhythm in tell me say I'm too fat cover them. So I have to contact them. So me contact them now for the rhythm. Them sell me the rhythm.
Yeah.
Which I had to now fix up to turn it into what the world appreciate, because it wasn't the way how you guys hear it now. Because I have to get Bongo Herman to play on it. Tony Green came and played on it, and we had to rearrange the rhythm to some extent to get it to be what the public like now.
Yeah.
So what I get was something that can be enhanced into something great.
True. And I said it did become something great. So the first person you recorded on the rhythm was GYPTIAN?
First person recorded was GYPTIAN and then Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua song.
Charted through the mountains.
Never really getting a push, but it was released and waxed.
Yeah.
Because I had a choice. I only had one song for the distractors to play, because alright, we're going to give you a strength, but we only can hear one song. So I chose the song for the world love to run with, and we decided to run with GYPTIAN song. You know, we run with GYPTIAN song. We totally forget about Joshua song.
Jaja.
And that's the reality, because we are working what's happening now.
Yeah.
So, and I really like so we put it one side, but I just the laws of the universe.
The feedback when you get from Serious Time, like I said, this year I push to the car, you want this song you have to bust. I mean, since I push two of them and none of them no bust. I push one full throttle.
One we go all out with it, and then the artist was the main reason why we go all out with it, because when you say GYPTIAN, we are above the sugar sing. Him ready.
Yeah.
Him never itch. Him not care for 1 people, 2 people, 3 people. Him ready to go sing. And that was the most important part of it.
Yeah,
so
work ethics.
Yeah, him ready to move. They give me the strength to move too.
Yeah.
So every day we are moved through. We take the streets every night, every weekend we are doing it from Friday. He might perform the song. All of the 2 people come out, 5 people, 20 people. He must sing the song for months upon months of doing it farm.
Before it even reached in a global stage. So how come we never hear about you? Because we hear about Mr. Wang. Mr. Wang took up the part of being the manager.
Yeah, Mr. Wang was always the manager because he came to Mr. Wang's place. Now the artist was a young artist. So he believed in a Mr. Wang. And a Mr. Wang first knew, so he relied upon Mr. Wang for every direction. So he put him trust and he moved career in a Mr. Wang and at that particular time.
Yeah. And so in them time, you know, as a producer, and you see an artist, I go through the gate, right? You see him go through the gate, and then him go through the gate, and then other people start getting to play. So when Flavor McGREGOR get into play now, right? Where were you at that time?
Alright, Flavor get into play when the song literally bust. It's only have at least. He have 2 radio friendly songs at the time. He have a song by Dan Calione which was Water Policy. That was the song that was running the place before Flavor Eagle get involved in an Egyptian career. And how Egyptian get involved with Flavor, Bascomex was instrumental in that. And the reason for that, Bascomex took him in the streets and showed him how the streets work. So somehow other people get to know Egyptian because Egyptian never really go in the streets without someone Richie Bank or SPRAGA. So that's how Egyptian went into the street. But Bascomex took him and showed him the streets and said, yeah, you can make money that way, you can do this, that. And then he started to do it, and that's how he got introduced now to Flavor.
Yeah.
And Flavor decided to do an album for him, and he agreed to it.
Yeah.
And how my song coming to play now, Egyptian is the one who introduced me to Flavor now, because he said more on the album, the song to go up on the album. And as a producer and a young producer, he said, you know, I will work on the artist, I give him song to go up on the album.
Yeah.
Which I gave him the song, and Flavor took the song and took credit for it.
So him took credit, like him change the rhythm, him do anything.
Alright. Well, him not literally change the rhythm.
Like sometimes he beat it over.
They play over certain things, but play over certain things don't change the rhythm because if you use my melody, my flow, my tempo, my beat, the same exact way, you don't change anything. And then the same beat, the same backing vocals, the same artist,
Same everything.
How can that be yours when a song already released and it's out and final already, years before you, just before you come into play? How can that be your song and the artist never re-recorded that song to you, for you? Tell me now how that is your song.
Okay. So I'm just make some little, like when you get it, you make some little minor adjustments. Him just probably make a little minor adjustment.
You never do that.
Yeah, at the same exact rhythm.
You never do that. I tell you exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
You never do that.
So, alright, were you compensated
Alright.
for the song?
Flavor have never given me $1. As a matter of fact, I call her name Fire Squeeze.
Yeah.
Me and Fire Squeeze to check Flavor at the time when we actually give Flavor the song for put on Egyptian album. Now, Flavor never give me $1. We never signed up paperwork to nothing. I just gave him the song for Egyptian to go on Egyptian album because that is a young artist so you rate and you are a young producer and you decide to say, alright, yeah, you know the artist you know so you give him song to go on the album because you know
So you didn't expect say you're gonna get the credits.
yeah.
So you never get no credit on that album, not one.
Not even the one that sell a shop.
Not even the one that sell a shop. Nothing. So with Serious Time being a global hit, you never make no money off of Serious Time.
I made money off of selling wax. That is vinyl.
Vinyl, yeah.
I made money from vinyl and from licensing the song. Otherwise.
Okay.
That's how I made my money. And then from the other songs that was on it as well because I made money from Q2 song as well.
Yeah.
And the others,
Better must come?
no, Poverty.
Poverty.
And the others will make up the whole catalog.
Alright. Let's hold some of the people when they're on it.
Alright, Turbulent was on the rhythm.
Yeah.
QQ on the rhythm. Egyptian on the rhythm. Spanabana on the rhythm. Players on the rhythm. Leroy Smart is also on the rhythm. Sowagan was on the rhythm as well. just to name out a few of them. And Perfect was on the rhythm as well. At that time when Perfect was on
Harmony never on the rhythm.
Harmony also voiced on the rhythm
Yeah.
as well.
You still have to get Joshua.
Right, and Joshua voiced on the rhythm, and I'm going to tell you something most people don't know, even though that's something that released, even though Islanders was on the rhythm as well.
Islanders. Like
Yeah.
Deborah Bratton.
Those are
medicine.
Zebra, Zabrik, and the singer that were migrate as well.
Yeah, yeah, platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
A bigger than
some most people don't know that.
So how you feel when you hear people argue about your production and not giving you no credit over the years? Over the years it happened. And now we are hear things about the rhythm there, about the producer there. How you feel in the backdrop watching them? Must have seen it on social media. How you feel?
Alright. Yeah, human being, and you must feel away, I'm going to be honest here. Because even if someone tells you to feel away, deep down inside, you have to feel away.
Yeah.
And sometimes you argue with yourself and wonder when you go wrong, what you did wrong. But I can tell everybody this with the music. When I started out my journey in producing music, I didn't have a clue. Only thing I knew about was to write songs.
Yeah.
I didn't know about copyright until after I produced my first song. I stepped back and I went and learned about copyright. What is copyright? What is copyright infringement? What is publishing? How does publishing works? What is a CMO versus a PRO versus a publisher and all those things? And how do you get to register and put all of those things together? I went and figured out that because I realized there's nothing a publisher in Jamaica.
True.
We only have PROs.
Okay.
And nobody in Jamaica collects literally for mechanical rights.
True.
So that's where producers actually lose the big chunk of them food because everybody got signed up to BMI and ASCAP, and BMI and ASCAP don't collect for mechanical royalties. They don't collect for the streaming side of it.
Teach.
And that is where we lose out because even in America, the MLC does it. And then you have MCPS, which collects on a global scale. And most people don't even know about these companies. Most of us don't know about mirroring rights. We don't know how that works, how to structure it, and all of those things. But we just sign up to alright, we have a rhythm, we might write a song, and we sign up to a PRO, and a PRO alone can't help you because they are leaving every other thing else on the table.
I really talk, you have to give the people them knowledge to them things because I research and learn these things so you can fix what was broken, so to speak. But another question, why were you silent all these years?
For me, being silent, you just look back at the game and decide to structure out everything and just kick back. And I plan the next move and know so the next thing on the track, it's gonna be fire because now you understand and now you learn and now you know each of the steps that you take. So, and that's something you have to rush into and something you have to run down because it's a business and not a game. And when I was young doing it, I just have music as fun because it's something I love.
Yeah.
But over the years, I get to understand that it is a business. Even though you love it, you have to treat it like a business because if you don't treat it like a business, then you're not going to benefit from it like a business.
Yeah, because I know if you love music and I just do it, I don't even understand.
Right.
So, we can make this is a business. When you got a studio, this is a business. When you put out a song, this is a business.
Right.
You know?
And this is the thing where I learned because most artists never know this thing. And producers still don't know this. So you have to sign a release form with the artist before you can put out in song. Once you sign that release form with the artist, nobody can stop you. No major label can stop you because you have that as your backing. So no matter how small it is, when you go to the DSP, them have to put out a song, them have to analyze because them can't say, them can't put out this art. A big major label say them are going to take down this. They can't do that because you were before.
Okay, true.
You were before the major labels get involved. So the DSP have to honor that.
So you never in no problem with VP?
No, me and VP have no problem up to this day.
Yeah. A lot of people here complain about VP, so.
Alright, VP do what they have to do. And you have to learn the business and know how to work with everybody. Now, if you sell something or you give somebody something, and you do it wrong, the onus is on you because them come to you, them present to you their offer and you decide to accept it or not. And I'm going to tell a man this thing, but you have to be careful of them. Be careful of the lawyers that they use because you have lawyers that works with the major companies and still want to do business with you but not telling you because I go through that as well because when I did my deal with VP, I talked to a lawyer named Light Stanberry, not knowing that Light Stanberry at the time was working for VP. Now I gave him my contract to go through, paid him to do my work, tell him what I wanted, but he worked for VP, so he gave VP the preference and not me. He might come and tell you that's not so, but it's word for word. But I know you that works for VP and you work for me. It's a conflict of interest. Now at the time, I never know that until after the fact. You know. So what we need to do, more than we need to do, due diligence as well, and that's something we need to rush into. You take your time and you find out which company we represent, and if them not tell you, try to figure it out too. We are the internet age now where you can know everything, no information can hide.
Straight.
So you can learn. So you might say, that man make a mistake, but you don't try to make the same mistake that he made. Learn from few past and try to do the thing better. And that is how I see and that is how I want every other youth to come up in the game to know and understand and also make them move so that they can be successful.
Straight.
Not the wrong if a new youth coming up and they're better than you know, and they make more money than you know. But the fact is that you made a mistake, you learn from your mistake so that and you show others so that they will not make that same mistake that you made. And they can be successful. Because if we not share what we go through, the business can't grow.
True.
And they just have never learned.
So it's everything in them time there was a learning process basically.
Yes,
we bring it to where it is today.
Yes, it is. Definitely learn because I went into a game not knowing what to expect.
It was freestyle.
Yeah, I love music because from the earlier stage, I used to write songs, used to want to be an artist. That is even why I gave myself the name SPRAGA, because I read SPRAGA bands.
Yeah.
So that was my musical journey because I used to buy 45 and stuff like that. I used to play them every day. I used to buy X-News and look out songwrite and learn to write songs and do all of that so that I can be a part of this music business.
So you stop writing for people? Or you not write and give artists and everything?
Not really, but you're right, and you will help an artist when you're in the studio. Like half time, go to the studio with the man, voice the man. And you know, I have to literally make the song in the studio because in there and not get a line just at home and you know to find all of the lines there.
No, that's silent.
And give, because if you don't give, you only have to spend hours in the studio to produce a song. It will take 10-15 hours when in there we find a chorus yet.
True.
So that's how it works. Even Egyptian, two biggest songs in the world. We contribute to them and we can tell you that straight. Even earlier, I was instrumental in that. Even the rhythm that they use earlier. And my rhythm them look over again.
Yeah?
My rhythm and me go look for Egyptian, me and Fire Squeeze again.
Fire Squeeze always nearby.
I'm gonna give my rhythm and then end up find the song earlier. As a matter of fact, we end up with a big hole in the studio.
Yeah.
Me, Fire Squeeze, Chill from Stone Love, Stampede and God of Never, because God of Never studio up at Princeville. It happened one Friday night.
Yeah.
And then he forget about it. And decide, yeah, you know, I got church. You can't bother with that song. I got church. And then Egyptian member go the song, we are foreign, play over the reading when you can't remember it. And then the team will cover the songs. And then it become a hit.
Yeah. So, yeah, I say, yo, Bomba, you know, say, I have something to do with that too. When that come out, I say, you know, say, I made the energy there on. I'm find some things around here, you know, some reading where you
Well, I never said that. My friends them know, and my friends them start calling me, you know, and say, you're rich. Man, them look over your rhythm and put all this weird. So my friends them reach out to me and start telling me about it.
Yeah.
But me still never paid them mind. Me still never, just start it day, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they make for it up, you have to own the rhythm because I learn the business. Once they look at your melody again, you have no even talk.
Yes, sir. Instrumental.
Yeah, because my rhythm built from the Trinidad, built off of the Trinidad steel pan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing about my rhythm, I have two versions of it. I have two different versions. And up to this day, I'm still not put out that rhythm. Yeah. Because if we put it out, it's still have a hit. I'm sure of that.
So you ever, alright, mostly reggae, you still do? To this day, or you're doing a trap dance or dance or
I'm not really, I don't believe in a trap dance, I don't believe in a dark music, I believe in a music where happy and joyful.
yeah.
Because happy music do a world of difference.
True. Reach further, I love longevity. So
That is it.
you wouldn't advise a jammer.
I would advise a Jamal, but depends on what a Jamal would be delivering. Because they can't knock the artist because in the trap dancer and do a certain type of song. It's the producer now to bring out something different out of the artist.
True.
And that's why you are called a producer. Now if you can't deliver that, you are not a producer.
Okay.
Because the artist have to come and advise the song and find out if him off key and find out if he need to change this. What's the purpose of the producer?
True. The producer just have rhythm and you give advice what you want all of your yard and send them the files.
He's not producer, son.
Yeah.
He's just an executive producer because him having money can push a song, but he's not the producer. And this is what people fail to understand. The executive producer and the producer is two different persons.
True.
And they play two different roles. One spend the money while one is supposed to do the actual work.
True.
But most engineer is also the producer because the engineer does most of the work.
True that.
And the engineer make most producers look good. But most producers don't want that about it.
So you can do engineering.
Not to that extent. But me have the ears and I go in the studio, me can tell an engineer what I want and what I'm looking for. And I know when an artist off key or when an artist not the supper right or when the lines want to change or the song want to rearrange. I can do all those things.
Alright. It's been about 21 years since serious time, right? What have you been doing during, like, since that till now? What are the major things you gotta say, yo, SPRAGA have something to do?
After music, fully church.
Yeah. So a church man try out there for come and do this interview?
No man, fully church. Then while the church was just buying insurance for a while.
Yeah. Life insurance or car?
Life insurance.
Yeah.
Then left life insurance and start the entrepreneurship with some of my brethren them, which not enough the food business.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you know, believe in a music, believe in a food more.
I can see.
People have to survive, people have to live, people have to eat.
True.
But music is there too, because music is my first love. So
Food are your second love.
neither. Even though when I produce music I'm out, I still make music every year.
Yeah.
I still build a rhythm every year.
Yeah.
We still write songs. I write another rhythm with around 4 different songs I write, where actually I can give 4 different artists to expand the rhythm. I have a song, more like a gospel song, more on the jazz mix, and so forth, and other artists, but more to deliver a particular way. Now, if the artist can't deliver it, how it's supposed to be delivered? And if we just find somebody else to deliver it, because I know what I'm looking for and I know what can happen with the particular songs that I have. But me have songs that I don't yet. Well, we don't release yet. We have songs with our Vibes Cartel, but we never release also.
Oh, Black Cartel, Brown Cartel, Jail Cartel.
Black Cartel, before man spicy with the ramping shop.
Yeah.
Me the first female collab with him, which is a song actually called Long Distance Relationship, with an artist from Canada named Carla Marshall.
Yeah.
That was one of the first female collab with him where you know real bad ranchy songs. We did that, but the song never really
So when you're in the church, music did I call you, like you hear some things I wrote and you say, oh, I miss it.
I always love music. You never really put music aside because even when I'm in the church, I'm a part of the technician team, the musical department.
Yeah.
I play a role in the church, in that department. So
Okay.
anything to do with music in the church, I am in it.
I'm feel lucky you go in the church too. I'm feel lucky because enough man couldn't hold it all you hold out, and we can see why you probably hold out, cause like I say, yeah. Church, Christian, forget about that.
No,
In a sense.
No, I was in the church before me do music, you know.
Okay.
The more I get that clear, I step out of the church and come to music.
Yeah.
So when I like said, I do music, I'm going to the church. No. All my life I'm in a church. I'm born and I'm taught in a church. So I did just divert a little bit.
Yeah, that's a I'll create chaos.
What a chaos comes good enough.
Yeah, yeah.
So chaos is not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just what I get from it.
Yeah, that means someone you come out and you create havoc. Can use a whole heap of different terms, you know.
Right. And the same rhythm, well, I'll show you this now, the same rhythm started in the church.
Yeah.
Because even the two things that everybody has talked about,
Between them will actually make the original.
They are in the church.
Yeah.
You can play upon the rhythm and play further. Even at the church too.
Yeah.
So before you take up the rhythm and do certain things with it, most of the youth that might play upon the rhythm is in the church.
I'm gonna tell you something. The first show Egyptian do was in a church. Not the first when they are country and sing, you know. People sang, you know, not about when serious time hit. Church, it never really hit, but church people hear it and love it. I will go, I don't remember which part, down Clarendon side. Understand? And on church,
Most people need to know that.
yeah, $300 church people don't pay Jamaican. $300. Don't forget it.
At them time, the church people really support even the gospel music.
Yeah, much less.
Much less. Even now, them still don't support it 100 because they have a mindset that it's supposed to be free.
Yeah, yeah.
Which music are free, none at all, no matter which
Much
side
of things they have to do. Should them be tambourine for free and things that is free. Not free, Sister Carlet. You see it, but I'm glad so we get to do this interview after all these years and never too late for a shower really. Know what I mean? So you say no, to the date, producing, where does it stand? You have anybody who I work with today? We have to say I put on now. So,
Yeah, we have a gospel artist we are working with now. We call Redeem. We have a song to drop any moment now when you have Fire.
fire, fire,
Yeah.
fire, 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 fire,
I try to figure out
fire.
fire.
He lifted higher. No for them teamwork.
Yeah,
You
so
see?
we have a nice song for him.
Mhm.
Actually, for drop. At least we have 3 songs for him for
Okay.
drop. So, him we are working at the moment right now. Plus, we have other projects in the making right now. I'm gonna put out as well. And show the world say yeah. I guess I start and we do it. And we never really follow nobody because when we put out serious time when dance all the time.
Yeah.
Night time.
Dancing and one more
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna come change the whole scenario, and I can say this not even posted. One of the first producers who put a song where we run the country for 1 year straight.
Straight.
And Serious Time did that, and it's
And from start to finish.
right,
And the song about what, 4 minutes, 5 minutes?
5 minutes
And it's a song we play from beginning
to end.
to end.
Most artists don't have a song like that.
Mm-hmm. Like you have to play it till it's up on the corner.
Yeah.
I remember I start a bridge, one tall bridge like a Brooklyn bridge. Where just the rhythm I play and some hands I play.
That's called a solo part of the song. But
One
Jeezy-
solo part and then pan the corner. Yeah man.
Jeezy, you will know because you were also a foundation to it. You did it from start.
Yeah man.
So you know how everything actually works from
Yeah.
someone
I want to hear from your perspective.
Yeah,
Like
because-
everybody's perspective have a different angle, you know, the same story from a different point of view. Everybody's story have a different angle and a different perspective. So you just don't want to get it from your view or look from your
Alright,
view.
I'm gonna show you something where not even Flavor can tell you this. The first man to play Egyptian song on radio station in the whole entire world.
Motor?
No, Cat from DJ Cat from Cool FM. The first man to play on Irie FM. A Muta Baruka. And the first man that played on Irie FM. He played before me even bring in him continence thing when normally play before. He play the song first and then he talk and then he bring in theme regular intro and use
Play it before the intro.
Yeah.
Remember that man, we be pot cover in our house when I play, man.
At them time there, we can talk to them time enough to deliver the yard too.
Yeah.
So we have so much proof for sure say on my song, I don't have to bother nobody, for sure nobody say on my song.
Yeah.
On my song, Flavor never own the song, he never produce the song, he never re-record the song like that. He said, boy, I hear the artist sing over the song for you. Nothing like that. The world know that the whole of Gardenmead know, Westmead know, Westport know, Bridgeport know, the whole Portmore know.
Westchester. Yeah,
Westchester, everybody know.
Yeah.
Scratch B from Cash Money know that we can call names all over. And the next thing we can tell Flavor this, we know that him know. The first place in Jamaica the song was I don't know Westmoreland.
Yeah.
Westmoreland the first place in Jamaica serious time was. Serious time was at West End before it was at Kingston. And enough people don't even know that. When we are champion town, a big summer country.
Straight. That is it, man. Yeah, so SPRAGA, it was a pleasure having you on the program from Inside the Music, you know. You should have there a long time, but not now before it time. You see me? Mrs. says fire squeeze, still there foot. You see me? Don't let him out. You know what I mean? Like we said, this is SPRAGA, serious time. The man with the rhythm, the producer of Serious Time, argument done. You have any words to tell them?
You don't say it all already.
Yeah.
And the world don't know already, so you produce it. If you go check the facts then, if you even go on Discog and type in Serious Time, you will see my record label, you will see the vinyl, Mark Friends, and you see my name on the record, plus it's Egyptian name on the record as well. And that is from what? 2004. 2005, that is way before Flavor come in the picture. Now if I have something on vinyl, that is more than proof. I have contracts with other record companies which tell you that I am the owner of the master. So how you can get that double master for the same exact song, same exact beat, same exact rhythm, nothing no change. That's impossible and that's called infringement by law.
That is it. Before you got to, you saw Egyptian live?
Yes, I did.
What was the feedback from what do you think about that?
But we see Egyptian live and then start talking things then. And then because I said no, the brother got too hard now, that was Flavor. And then we see Flavor interview and Flavor talk about how he produced this little hungry belly boy. Because that time speech, you know.
Yeah.
Me produce this little hungry belly boy and we take him up and bust him. So that's where I had to finish and I went like instantly.
Oh, clear that.
Went instantly and then we do an interview also upon Dance and War channel.
Yeah.
Same time, because I said, Flavor book Egyptian when Egyptian have real money in their pocket. Egyptian just buy a gallon, Mitsubishi gallon, it was an automatic, he changed it out to stick shift. Then he buy a market.
Oh, you don't remember the Montero Sport?
No, the Montero Sport I want to meet Flavor. I want to actually start with Flavor and buy the Montero Sport. But you buy the markets before, remember the markets by Zabit woman actually buy the markets and come on there.
Mark 2.
The Mark X.
You sure Mark X?
Mark X.
Mark X is making it 2005.
Mark X make. When I asked if it was a Mark X in buy, or white one Zabit did buy it too. And I saw come Egyptian went and buy one, Egyptian drive out and go buy one instantly. You know, if a man can get up and drive go buy a car cash, how can you say that he's broke and hungry? How is that possible? Because no broke man can buy no car cash. You want to tell me to make it make sense, because if broke man can buy car cash, then every broke man in Jamaica rich.
Yeah.
Because they can buy anything then without money. So, Flavor come out when the man hot. Serious Time at a road, water policy at a road. And the man song when vice Vertex Ray, my name is Egyptian, but out there bubble. Him think at a road, him think at even about the fully loaded. Vertex Flavor song never know it. They both even sing. Serious Time what the song when sing on every stage show and go. They may even do Sting in a 2004 in December. Which enough people don't even know Egyptian does Sting 2004 as an upcoming artist in the early segment. He did that. Him do Sting 2005 again. He did that. Him do Beanie Man Summer Scissor when he have to sing Serious Time. Him do when I go on the show, she put Portland name again.
Portland.
Somebody we use in a alliance man.
Oh,
Bling Dog.
Bling Dog.
Him do Bling Dog show a Portland too.
Yeah.
That's the area because he did at So how is it that him broke and hungry?
No broke and hungry.
And them time that you not start by Egyptian yet. You don't know Egyptian, no time at all in the picture. So how you own serious time? Tell me now. A song with Vice and out there. Remember so they do the video in Portland too, you know. When I go to Portland to shoot the video. Remember so you play instrumental role in the video to GCB.
Yeah, straight.
And them time a song with Vice already.
Yeah man, remember say song one good one. Alright. The video shoot 2 different days. I'm gonna tell you, say the first half, you can see say yo, no money now make. And by the second half of the video, remember say big ring the pan drippy finger no one. So now you see him video, the man start earn before the video done shoot. Before the video done shoot, the dog start make money. And a dingy dog, so I can call him dog. You see? So big up on yourself, you know, and subscribe to the channel. I don't know, inside the music. And this is SPRAGA. Right? I'm gonna check out where I'm up. You want to give them your Instagram number or your social media so they can reach out.
Social media and Kenneth Signature. When you type in Kenneth Signature, you will find me.
Yeah. That is it.
On Instagram, I'm on TikTok as well. So those are the 2 places that you can find me.
Kenneth Signature on all platforms. And that's it.
That is it.
And we out.
Jordan Transport and Equipment Limited. We deliver blocks, steel, cement, sand, gravel, topsoil, island-wide, and remove rubble. You need to rent a car for the weekend or for the month? We got you too. Just call us at 876-830-0239 or call us at 876-314-9767. 99% business, 1% friendship. Jordan Transport Equipment Limited. We're waiting on your call.
I want this inside the music, with them on the inside, beyond the scenes, beside the scenes, or even behind the scenes. Because no man will know where none along around here, isn't it?
No, like when pocket full of cash. I mean, someone them know say I cut the red bad. I'm represent for Inside the Music, hosted by GZB. You see, pre? So make sure you log in and check in. Inside the Music, GZB, them dead.
Be sure you say a big up Inside the Music. Remember to subscribe and share and like and leave a comment.
Music inside the pod. The music inside where? The music, not less than that.